Alright guys, this is gonna be how to properly install a BR rev limiter into a Honda, or just, Integras, Hondas, whatever you want. One of these, which is pretty freaking awesome. This is a 01 GSR Integra, which is OBD2B. So when you order a BR, you basically get a sheet with it, and on this sheet it's gonna tell you, Honda, Civic, Integra, Prelude, and Accord. Me, I'm gonna go down in Integra, and mine is a 95-01, which is gonna be a DC2, and it's B18C and manual transmission. It's gonna guide me to H05. This is basically your ECU diagrams. So it's guiding me to H05, which is gonna be down here. So guys, make sure to always unplug your battery, and remember, this is a type H BR, so this is not compatible with type A or B. It's only for Hondas. So mine is H05. Basically, I'm gonna show you guys something. I have a conversion harness because I have a B20 in it with a B18B ECU. So this is all OBD1, but the part you're gonna want to play with is here. So basically, you go up on your sheet, and they already tell you. This is the plug A, and then it's gonna be A, B, and D. Mine was this wire right here. It is ignition control module, and what this drawing shows you is that on the BR you have red wire, black, yellow, and green. So this is the ignition control module, and what this is telling you is that the yellow wire, you're gonna want to cut your ignition control module wire. Yeah, cut it like, a couple inches from the ECU, so you still have a wire coming out. You're gonna just wait a second here, guys. Okay, so you want to cut the wire, and what this is telling you is that you're gonna plug your yellow wire, go into the ECU. So on one end of your ignition control module wire, the end that is going to the ECU, you connect the yellow wire to it with a connector, and the other end of the ignition module, which is coming from your your whole freaking bunch of wires, you plug the green on it. So what this does is that between yellow and green, there's going to be the BR. What the BR is going to do is that it's going to cut the ignition between every settings you do. So what I'm basically telling you is that you see my wires right here. So the wire coming here is from the just wait a second, I'm gonna need some light up in here. Okay, so this is the BR. So as you can see, this is coming from all the wires. This is the ignition control module wire right here. Mine is yellow and green. So on this end, you crimp the green wire, which is basically going to go back to the BR, and it's going to send the signal back to the yellow wire, which is going to your ECU. So for all you guys, you don't need to find your RPM pin or whatever. You basically cut your ignition control module wire in half. You plug green on the harness side, and you plug yellow on the ECU side, which is near the plug. And then, you just find your other, you should have a diagram of your ECU right there, so you know which one is every single wire. So right here is the ground, which I just tapped in with a connector, and your red wire, which is going to tap into your power source. This is the ground, this is the power, and this is both of your like RPM settings for your BR. And then the last one, which is the yellow wire, I just came here and plugged it on my handbrake. So whenever the handbrake light, I could just lift it up a little bit, just that much, just for the light to come on. As soon as the light come on, it's like my launch control. So the white wire is basically for this setting. This setting is pretty much just a simple rev limiter, but it's not a rev limiter, it's an ignition cutter. And when you put it all the way down to 0, which is not focusing right now. So if you put it at 0, it's going to do nothing. If you put it up to 1, it's going to be 2500 RPMs. So that's the lowest RPM you can get. So my RPM is going to be 25, 3, 35, 4, 45, 5, 55, 6, 65, and 7. This is my stock rev limit. Right here is going to be your launch control. It's the same thing. If you put it at 1, it is going to be 2500 RPM. So a 2500 RPM launch control. And gain, this is what controls the speed of your ignition cut. So basically I'm going to start the car right here. And I'm gonna pull my handbrake on. So I'll show you guys. Yeah, my RPM is not working for X reason. I don't know why. I need to recheck all my wires, but this is telling me my RPM. So now I'm at 3 on Rev 2, which means I'm gonna be at 3500 RPM. And on gain, I'm at 7. So just take a look at what's happening. So you heard the backfires, right? And if you want it slower, you just put it slower. I did put it at 4. The lower you put it, the bigger the bang is going to be. The higher you put it, the more bangs you're gonna get. So this is basically it. It is really easy, and pretty much anybody can do it. I know these instructions are basically in Japanese when you buy one from Japan. Mine, I bought it from London, and they actually gave it to me like yellow, green, red. They did write it in English. So basically, like I told you, you cut this wire in half. You cut your ignition control module wire, which is yellow and green, and the side that it's coming out of the ECU, you plug your yellow one. That's gonna be like your RPM source. So you plug this one on the ECU side, and then you take your green wire and you plug it on the other end of your ignition control module. So this is basically, it's only the BR that's doing the thing. So the signal is coming here, it's going to the BR, it's coming back to the yellow, and it's going in the ECU. So it's all, it's all going through the BR, which is doing the backfires and shit. So I hope this can help some people, because I heard a lot of Honda enthusiasts having problem about installing these. But me, I wired it the first time and it worked pretty well. So yeah, that's about it. So if you guys got any questions, just email me or something, and I'll answer your questions. See you guys.